Gonna be Whisper first up, getting charged off towards DG immediately, getting super aggressive in the opener. Gonna be immediate reflect up as the army of the dead surrounds him, got himself buried, everything. Wants to give the pressure on the DDK, who just wants to walk away and let the peasant work while he just hangs out in the safety away from his warrior, stunned by the main pet. While at the same time fear, but only his the death knight, because all the pets are dead, they're kind of immune to those fears. It's going to be Whisper trying to go for a bit of a blaze, so try to catch up to the DK, separate away from all these pets. If he can just catch up to the DK, he's going to be able to reflect Shade of Ice back at the guy, at least slow him down for just a moment, but DJK got himself death advance to keep himself afloat, to keep himself moving. Kind of stuck in the back with a ghoul. Stun as he's trying to go for a bit of a leap. Does he maybe survive this one? DDK get him with a Stormbolt, does go out for this one immediately with a human racial. Going to be the Armor of the Dead, get someone back up, and with executes by Whisper win, but looks like DDK taking him out before the man can really ramp up on him whatsoever. Lath backing out for just a second, going in for a big charge out, big IBM, just kind of zooming past DDK, trying to put some bleeds in the guy, but mostly going for the big hit and runs. It's gonna go for the full eruption, big stun on DDK, soul break and everything, just mad damage, just carving out the boy's soul with Chaos Strikes back to back. Lath not really giving DDK much opportunity to recover whatsoever. He's gonna go for Trinket off of that blind, and that's gonna be a massive hunt on top. With DDK just under a ton of pressure, the man, unless he got himself a big heal, he's kind of out with a demon spawning in for Shadow for Lath. So he's got himself plenty of survivability, plenty of burst, and the demon explodes in that viscera. The death knight does end up going down, with High Roller gonna be up next. Fracture by Lath basically wants to play super defensive here, I think. Lots of damage by the Pally. He's gonna go for that immunity. Does he have a stun? Does he have a blind to follow? He's gonna go for imprison before the Pally can really get to him. Hitting him with the fear. Trying to see if he can maybe get a trick out of the guy, but looks like High Roller already tricketed. Will not be able to get a blind on him or anything. It's gonna have a demon spawning in, so there's gonna be quite a bit of healing if you go to reach the demon. Try to see if he can pick up the demonic soul. It's gonna go for a bit of a blade dance, blind by High Roller, but no longer has wings anymore. So actually a lot of his cooldowns kind of went out of the window. Stunned by Lath yet again, needs yet another demon to spawn in if possible. Is gonna go for a big cleave onto High Roller, soul break, and all this damage that strikes the Chaos Blades are just gonna be able to pierce right past his defenses. Darkness down for Lath for just a second. Once it's taken the darkness for the best possible. Once you get pressure onto High Roller, maybe with dots, maybe with the chaotic bleeds, High Roller could go for a bubble. Lath better be extra careful. Stun. High Roller was like, he's gonna end up bubbling out of this one. Just slam it down. Lath not let him go anywhere whatsoever. My goodness, that is a rough one. With Diabolical's gonna be up next, trying to see if he can maybe. Last time him and High Roller dueled, I think were you Destruction? I think it was Destruction last time, but Demonology. Gonna be Diabolical's trying to see if he can ramp up a bit of damage. Got himself the Obelisk, which High Roller does end up eliminating, but getting stunned out in the open, just absolutely being blasted out by the Tyrant while he is just out away from any kind of cover. The Tyrant is trying to see if he can waddle over to you, but then the Tyrant kind of gets bored. Tyrant is just kind of switching. What is the Tyrant trying to do? It's trying to find like a better angle, but it's like just goes away from High Roller. What just happened? What happened with that pet? Blinded Diabolical's as he just trying to surround High Roller with all the demons. But that blind and timing that blind is actually, if you can time that blind once all the pets are out, they're just kind of waddling around, not really doing anything. Wings available for High Roller, has himself plenty of damage as well as healing. Trying to see if he can lock down Diabolicals, has a wall in case he needs to. It's gonna go for a big board. So he has a gateway he can use in order to separate away from High Roller, trying to stay away from the guy as best as possible. Stun from a distance, hand to go down. Got himself the obby. Maybe High Roller may want to eliminate it. Looks like he's got his eyes focused in onto Diabolicals entirely. Darkback, not giving him that big of a shield. Stun onto High Roller. Looks like he's not deterred whatsoever. Got himself a big final wreck around the corner. Diabolicals is nowhere near the gate, so he still needs to get himself an out. Gonna be a stun as he's trying to set up a new gateway. Gonna be a wall for Diabolicals. High Roller seeing that wall, wants to back up out of there, go for a bit of recovery because he knows Diabolicals, that's where he wants to play into that wall. He wants to use that interrupt immunity to give the pressure onto High Roller. But High Roller is going to be behind the pillar. Got himself the eye for an eye, reduces the damage the pet does, the physical damage. The imps are going to be able to swing around the corner and add a bit more pressure. Stun on the Diabolicals is going to be an access back into High Roller, just trying to control the Paladin. Every time he wants to have a go, he wants to be able to limit it or deny it in some way or another. High Roller, as soon as he sees a big board of Diabolicals, just wants to back up out of there. He needs to worry about his health and take care of his health, but also he needs to kind of play around his cooldowns because he's going to have the most value once the big CDs are up. The Tyrant is joining in, but the Tyrant kind of waddling around. It's going to hit that thing with the Exorcism just to stun it. I thought, is that Tyrant? Never even got a cast off. My God, the Tyrant so far has not been able to play whatsoever, but the rest of the demons are doing work as Hyrule does end up swiping all of them out into the sun. But prior to that, the Demon Dog is the double Felguard. All we're doing excellent work, just chopping away at Hyrule's health and locking him out on Holy as well. Does not really have much of an angle. That's going to be Diabolical's blasting him out right afterwards. And Diabolical's is going to have to go for a bit of a reset with Fashion charging out at ya. What is the Warlock gonna do here? Try to see if he can put Fashion in the corner. He's got himself a bit of a dark back, no wall for a bit. Big Port is gonna be able to zoom himself out of there. Does he have a port to go back on top of the bridge? Try to chip away the health of Fashion. Mortical gonna get a trinket out of the guy, and there goes the port. At least he's got himself a bit of a distance. As long as he can put a Curse of Exhaustion on the guy to slow him down, you'll be in a good spot. Stun, Fashion's no way to go for a Karma, and used to get the Karma angle, but he doesn't get it. Oh, Diabolical descends on Demon Dog that hides behind the bridge, just line aside at the guy, trying to make sure he doesn't get to see him to attach the Karma. This is where the Monk, at that point, if you just can't see the Warlock, attach your Karma on the pet. At least you get to survive it. Maybe you'll see another day. Warth or DK is going to be up next as a Gnomish Death Knight Frost DK. With Diabolic is going in for a bit of a reflect early on. As soon as he gets gripped, he's going to go for a bit of a port. Does he have himself another gateway? He doesn't. Just try to see if he can avoid Warthwoods. Setting up another gate as the stun comes out. Looks like he can't use the gate just yet. Maybe? Or can he? He set up a gate, but he's not going through it just yet. Mortal Call into Warthwoods. Whatever CC you can establish on the Death Knight is going to help you. Dark back to top one for Diabolicals with a Shadow Fury to follow, controlling Warthwoods just a little bit. Trying to come out is going to get interrupted. Jumping down, but most likely going to give him some support. Going to put Warthwoods down here with the Tyrant. No pillars whatsoever. He just can't really go anywhere. Can't maybe CC the Tyrant, but the man just cannot even heal. This is just going to get overwhelmed by the army of the demons. With Drez going to be up next, got himself a full single-minded Fury Warrior build. Big Axe Toss, try to see if he can lock down Diabolicals. Does himself a big go. Wall available for Diabolicals, so that's as big of a defensive as ever going to come. He does need mobility. Axe Toss on the Drez, trying to get him up and running. Diabolicals is going to go for Soulborn Hellstone, trying to see if he can walk Drez off the platform and go for a port. He's going to have a port. Does the man have a leap? Looking for Dia. Does he find him? He's going to be able to slow down the pets around him for a little bit. But for the most part, just trying to run away. But you remember behind the pillar, needs to turn around, start attacking the pets with Bloodthirst and everything. Maybe in trouble. Axos. Oh! Diabolical's just dominating. This man is ready for 1007. Them pets, dude. The Felguard doing 20% more damage. Imps doing 20% more damage. This man about to dominate. And they're buffing Vilefiend too, which is actually pretty good in PvP. That pet is actually a little smarter than a Tyrant. Well, double done for my boy Diabolicals. Let's go, boys. Oh my goodness, man. I can't win DKs. I get wrecked every time. DKs definitely do have a lot of disruptions.